I've been studying acting my entire adult life. This is demeaning. And the suit smells like chicken broth. Do you ever wash this thing? Oh, we're rolling. Okay. Hey, kiddies! It's your old friend Surfy, the surf shark. Surf Shark. And I'm here to tell you about Surfshark. It's a VPN that'll keep you safe from people that want to do bad, yucky stuff to you while you're surfing the waves of the internet. And I, Surfy, will personally take a bite out of crime. Are we allowed to use that? I, Surfy, will personally take a bite out of your digital footprint to make sure that people don't see it as good, so that people like the yucky pirates out there can't price gouge you while you're trying to shop on the internet based on where you're coming from. Also, if you want to properly swiggle around all over the internet and find things that you want to watch, well, guess what? You can do it by accessing geolocked content with Surfshark. You can watch Netflix from anywhere around the world as long as you're with Surfy, because I'll show you how to watch things good. Can't watch where you're at right now. That's a guarantee from me. And if you go to surfshark.com/4starbento and use the code 4starbento at checkout, you can get four free extra months of Surfshark services, and that's a Surfy guarantee. And that's me. I'm gonna hit the trail now. The old salty, briny trail. That's what sharks do. That it? All right, cut my check. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen!
We've seen the first 3 episodes.
Well, for the second time for me, yeah.
Yes, but we've seen the first 3 episodes.
Jesse has just seen the first 3 episodes, ever.
It's really good. I've watched my first anime.
Wow.
And I keep making that joke, and I hope people
are
understand.
going to think that's real, so you do have to confirm.
This is your first anime ever.
I'm an anime voice actor. I've seen anime before. I'm wearing a Fully Cooley shirt.
You've at least seen Fully Cooley.
I've at least seen it because I was in it.
You've at least seen the scenes that you're in.
Yeah.
But Jujutsu Kaisen, here to talk about that first 3 episodes right off the bat. Jesse, impressions. What you think?
I love it. I love a goofy little guy.
Plenty of goofy little guys.
I love that they aren't afraid to let the guys be a little like goofy. They're serious, and then they're just like cute all of a sudden, and it's just really fun. If an anime is like too serious, I can't get into it personally. It might not be my thing. So I love balancing, making them seem like they just seem like real people when you allow them to be goofy and serious and kind of flow.
Any like story that's like always dour all the time, I'm just like, fuck this, because that's not even how life is if you're trying to be like life.
Yeah, you need levity, and the show does a really good job of adding that tonal juxtaposition in there, of having these like very serious moments where you feel like, danger. You see like the creepy monsters like groping on people and chewing on them.
It definitely gets dark.
Yeah, but then you have like a character that takes none of it seriously whatsoever show up with like Gojo. All of a sudden it's like, whatever. You know, this shit happens.
Yeah.
I think all my favorite things mix darkness and levity really effectively.
Yeah, you kind of need that. You can watch a drama. Like, I love Berserk. And Berserk has very little levity.
Puck's a mainstay, and also the kids.
Not in the Golden Age.
And so it's so funny, the Golden Age is like the most adapted thing of Berserk, and it's like the least representative of what Berserk mostly is. But Jujutsu Kaisen, I think it has some Berserk in it, for sure. Has some Naruto in it.
It has, it wears the Naruto energy on its sleeves. I mean, even like Gojo himself is like so Kakashi coded. Like that, I feel like if you grew up with the big 3 and then you go into Jujutsu Kaisen, that's kind of your first inclination as you see Gojo. It's like, Kakashi. Like,
he's gay Kakashi.
Yeah.
Like,
implying Kakashi wasn't gay.
I mean, people have had thoughts about him and Iruka.
Well, and Guy.
Yeah, guy
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit as well.
For sure.
Iruka is
look,
more popular because he's hotter.
If you read my fan fiction, they're in a polycule and
and they're both like father figures to Naruto in a way.
Yeah.
It's like, look, sometimes you need to have two dads.
すまんな。お前の専門外をあえて選んだのは俺の本気を伝え。
what the wait, that was him? That's crazy.
I mean, he's an anime protag. He's got to be superhumanly strong.
But it's like the trans guy strength where he looks like so cute. He's just in a hoodie.
Are you telling me that you can like hurl that bitch like 50 meters, Jesse?
I hold myself back.
Gotcha.
Jesse, who has asked me to come over to his place to open a tub of cat food.
It was hard.
Who I have actively had to open a bottle for previously.
It was hard. I get a big vibe of like, if I was growing up with this, I feel like it would kind of be a sexual awakening like The Mummy, where everyone
Like The
is
Mummy?
hot.
Yeah, that's a very
Mummy-
popular thing that bisexual people talk about.
Yeah, everyone is hot in The Mummy. And so, like, people, it's just a universal thing of, like, you know, queer people talking to each other and being like, you know, The Mummy. And everyone's like, yes, The Mummy.
Everyone's like, I was attracted to every single person in The Mummy.
Every single person in The Mummy's hot. And so this has the vibe of that, where, like, I can see something in every character we've encountered where I'm like, I get it.
Like, I put Jujutsu Kaisen in terms of like the way that Gege wrote the characters. I put it up there with something like, you know, the way Togashi would write like Hunter x Hunter and stuff like that, because these characters are very like well-rounded, fleshed out. They don't give you all of their information up front. You're given kind of like context clues as to what motivates them, and you will get those Naruto style flashbacks throughout this.
And it's kind of intentionally messy in the same way
Yeah.
that Hunter x Hunter can be.
There's moral ambiguity.
Well, and sometimes the story's not going to wrap up cleanly, and which is a little bit of a spoiler, but not really. Like, that's so vague. But like sometimes the story's not going to wrap up cleanly, and you get that that's intentional. It's not like an accident.
Yeah, kind of in a like George R.R. Martin sense, kind of like where like just the cliffhanger that we ended on. We watched the first 3 episodes. We ended on the lovely little cliffhanger of like, hey, 3 first-year students go into a place where a curse is. One of them's gonna fucking die. And we just met these guys. So
And the anime goes on for a while, I would assume. So I'm like, this is probably something's happening.
yeah, like it's one of those things where the show outright tells you don't get too attached to everybody. Just don't do it. We're gonna Sean Bean somebody right away.
The thing is, the show isn't called any of these characters' names. It's called Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, that's true. I was like, Grandpa's gonna be here for a while. We're gonna keep coming back to this location.
Grandpa's dead before the first commercial break. Like,
とにかく一人でも多く助けてやれ。お前は大勢に囲まれて死ね。俺みたいになるなよ。
I love how comfortable they are just existing in silence. It like really,
yeah.
it's very impactful. Damn. Oh no, wait. No.
Yeah.
No, what? No! Ah! No! No! Right? He was in the opening.
Sure was.
He can't die. We just saw him.
Jesse, trauma was in the opening.
He just gave you with great power comes great responsibility speech. You have to die almost immediately after that.
No!
That's required. Due to that tonal juxtaposition where you have everybody's like, okay, we're hunting curses. Oh my God, that kid's in danger. It's like, let's go get sushi. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still kids.
Yeah, they're kids at the end of the
And the
day.
series never loses sight of that.
I love that.
The first scene that really hooked me, and I think you felt the same way, was the scene where Itadori is talking to the principal about like, okay, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to, hunt cursed spirits? And he's like, well, I want to do it because my grandpa told me I need to help people. And the principal's all just like, that's a shitty reason. Like when you're dying, when you're bleeding out, when a curse is killing you, are you going to be sitting there cursing your grandpa because you're doing this for him? No, you need to have your own reason. And Itadori comes to the conclusion like, no, I'm doing this because I'm the only person that can. He's the only person that can eat the fingies so that you can get rid of the big bad guy.
Yeah, I think that the key line is, I don't want to regret how I lived.
Yeah, I don't want to regret how I lived. And that like hit me. I'm just like, ooh, yeah. I got the goosebumps the second time hearing that. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, there were so many like lines in that were like really good. So much so that I was like kind of awestruck at like they're just like banger after banger line, and I was just kind of like, oh my God, and yeah, like something like that kind of gripped
page not burst
me.
into flames? Like,
Yeah.
君は自分が呪いに殺された時もそうやって祖父のせいにするのか。
あんた嫌なこと言うな。
You're introduced to him as this very happy-go-lucky guy. He's just like, he belongs to a club at school, which, they study the occult. And he's just there for like the fun of it. And because he's always been big and strong and brave and tough, not knowing that there's this literal occult underworld of curses that actually, eat humans. So he's just kind of like the big brave guy that helps these two other people do this stuff. But lo and behold, they actually have a cursed item that monsters want. And so that's where your story begins.
これは君が食べた呪物と同じものだ。全部で20本。うちではそのうちの6本を保有してる。
20本
Listen, I ate one finger and it sucked. You want me to smoke the whole pack? Only I can swallow fingies.
Only he can eat fingies.
No one else can.
I don't know if there's like ever been like a convenient reason that like he just happened to be in the right place at the right time. If there's some sort of determinism in like weaved in this. I have only ever watched the anime and I'm only up to where the anime is presently. So I have no idea where the manga goes. I think the manga's ended, isn't it?
The manga has ended.
Yeah, so I have no idea where this all ends, whether there's some like fatalism or determinism in there, but he is right place, right time at the exact moment he needs to be for that plot to happen.
Yeah, the manga's ended. I do feel like there is a thing where, like Chainsaw Man, it left itself open to come back.
Gotcha.
But just when the author's ready, because it's hard to make manga weekly.
One boy with no gag reflex. We need him. He's the chosen
yes, I was
one.
gonna say, like he's like raw dogging these fingers. It's like, dude, you don't like dip him in oil or something to like make him go down smooth.
Yeah, get him some mustard or some cheese, like he's a dog or something.
But like they give it to him raw, and like they're probably like fucking dry as hell.
And they've established that they can't be destroyed, so I don't think chewing them would help either.
No, you gotta swallow it.
I have trouble taking the big fish oil pills.
Like I can go grab like a baby carrot from my fridge. I don't know if I could swallow a whole baby carrot, let alone a finger. You know?
Yeah.
It'd be dangerous. It'd be a dangerous thing to do. But his muscles so strong.
Yeah, he's
the chosen one.
Which means his throat muscles can just really like
like a snake. Like
yeah.
Fuck you. Yatta!
From these 3 episodes, what's your main takeaway so far?
I think I would, even if I was watching on my own, it's rare for me to like continue watching an anime. It takes a lot for me to like get hooked into it. But I think this is one of those where even if I just saw the first 3 with like friends and then I was on my own, I think I would continue watching it. It's really surprising me with how thoughtful it is, you know?
And also, it's not interested in wasting your time. Like a lot of the stuff that we grew up with wasted our fucking time.
Yeah,
I want to watch all the filler Naruto episodes. I don't know what you're talking about.
That is one of the most refreshing things about this show when I watched is just the fact that it tells you a streamlined story. And it's like, it doesn't feel like it's wasting your time because it gives you those like downtime moments of them just being people. Like that slice of life stuff where Itadori is like looking into Fushiguro's room. It's like, hey, what's your place decorated like, huh?
Yeah, it's such a difficult thing to balance both of those things, but it's essential for me to get interested in your show is if you have those little human moments. I need to care about why should I care about these kids as people rather than like if it was just a story about like they're really cool and they're gonna do this and this and this. I'm not interested because I don't give a shit about them. Like you need the balance of.
And there's a reason why like so many of like the modern authors that we've hailed are funny. It's because it's an easy way to get people invested in what you're doing is to make people laugh. And they're like, well, I'm having fun during all this like exposition and setup and stuff. So I'll keep going. I keep having fun.
Totally. It's really the secret of like how to teach people lessons and like things that they'll retain is you make them laugh while you're doing it. Bill Nye the Science Guy, we remember his shit for a reason is because we were having fun while we were learning stuff. Yeah.
Gege did a great job of like introducing like an OP character in a very fun way. Like, because you have this very serious moment in, I think it's episode 2 at this point, where Itadori had just like eaten the finger and he's like, you know, he's shown that he can control like, you know, calm down Sukuna and not just be possessed. But then Gojo shows up. He's just like, hey, can you let him out for a sec? I just want to see something. See if you can like, you know, let him out and pull him back in. And just like starts describing the pastries that he got from a local shop and why like that's so important to him while this Demon King is trying to basically eviscerate him.
Hell yeah.
The lean back to whisper into the ears.
Yeah.
Such a fucking flex.
Like, you know what would make Kakashi better? If he was gay.
Imagine. I'm going to make a Kakashi so gay.
It's such a fun way to introduce an OP character, just to kind of show like the scale of things of like where you can get to.
Well, it seems like it's a character that Gege intentionally introduced to break all the rules you're supposed to follow, where it's like your mentor character is supposed to be like stoic and not braggadocious and like no, true power is knowing when not to. And he's like, shit, fuck it, I'll kill anybody. I don't care.
I'm so strong. It's like, what would happen if I ate all these fingers? Do you think you'd win? Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I'd kick his ass.
I mean, it would be an interesting fight, but yeah, I'd win. I got that shit.
I was just thinking about that, the sly smile, because he's not overly cocky. He's just like, yeah, I'd do it. You know, like I'm like, what? I think I really liked him up until that point, but that was the moment where I was like, I love this guy.
Do you have a favorite character so far?
I love that I had to think about it.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of shows suffer from like one character being like, that's the one that I love. I love when you can't decide. That shows it's really well balanced. And I think that's a factor in why they keep the teacher character stoic in a lot of stuff, because they don't want them to outshine the main character. So you're like, okay, we got to pull this back or whatever. So it's great. All of them are so like different, and I love them in different ways. Surprisingly, I think the main guy, is that Yuji?
Yuji, yeah.
Itadori.
I think Yuji is my favorite so far. And I love that, because usually in shows, the comic relief character that's a secondary character is my favorite. It's not
this
usually
one,
the
the
main
comic
one.
relief character is the main character.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And I love that. We should do more of that. Those are my favorite
That's the way me and Jesse write all the time. It's like, we the goofy guy's the main guy.
He's the goofy dude.
For fun, sometimes I'll do that, where I take a show and I'm like, what if the secondary main character, the comic relief one, what if you put him in the main role? How does that change the story?
What if Kuwabara was the main character of Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yeah, I like when the side characters are the main character. I partially just there's kind of a political ideology to it a little bit, but also just that's more interesting inherently, because we always see the story of like the archetypical hero. They're boring now.
And while Itadori is definitely presented as the protag, the Jujutsu Kaisen is one of those shows that, as we go on, is definitely more of an ensemble piece than most shows.
So that's a hammer with a little heart on it?
Yeah.
Adorable.
It's like the girl weapon and stuff, except it's a real fucking hammer.
Such a girl boss weapon.
She's using the weapon of her favorite, Jesus.
Also, it's red as fuck.
For real, anime has inspired like so many like creative weapon design concepts, like the idea of just using a hammer and smacking nails at things. You can turn that into a D&D weapon. Just be like, yeah, no, this is the way my spell works and shit like that.
It's a show filled with potential protagonists.
For sure.
And I think like sometimes they will just be like, I'm the protagonist for a little while. Let's go.
Yeah, we won't be introduced to my favorite character for a bit. So
I think that's also a thing that I assume Gege got from Hunter x Hunter, is like the idea that, like, if every character is strong enough to be a protagonist, you can just switch over to that character when their story is more important and follow them.
Give each of your characters a proper motivation. Like that's all they really need. Like they just need their quirks, their motivations, and their like faults. As long as they're all like very well realized, you can become attached to any of them, which I feel like mangaka have gotten way better at as time has gone on.
It's become like it's a science almost, where like people have gotten so good at it, and to the point where like now that they have this like formula for success, they can focus on the story more. Like My Hero Academia like is like sort of the same. It's a little bit earlier than this, but like kind of.
But it's the same generation.
It's also a thing where like My Hero is surprisingly layered as a story. Like it's what it's trying to do is shockingly nuanced, and Jujutsu Kaisen is the same way. Chainsaw Man is the same way, where like you don't expect this kind of nuance from like the stories we grew up with. Like Naruto, I really like Naruto, but like it's a simple story that has a lot of complex things in it, but like it's
a simple story with a lot of arcs with various different complexities to them.
But but its themes are fairly baseline, like more than Dragon Ball, but like not a lot for other stories. But it's getting legitimately complex now with like Shonen Jump mainstay titles. Like I think Demon Slayer as well. While Demon Slayer is more like typical Shonen Jump stuff than these other things, its story is still surprisingly nuanced in like the kinds of things it's trying to say. And I find that very interesting about this new generation of Shonen Jump stuff, where it's like Battle Shonen's better than when we were kids. It's gotten better. It's one of those things where like people are like, cartoons were way better, like in the Western stuff, like cartoons were way better when we were kids. And I, as someone who's watched a lot of the cartoons that exist now, no, the cartoons kids get now are so much better. Oh no, wait, no. But yeah, like it's very interesting to see like what a modern like battle shonen thing has learned from the past and what they're trying to push. Because a huge thing now with all the major like really new stuff like Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man is horror. Like they're all also horror series.
Horror has become vogue for like the past couple decades. I think more people are like leaning into horror just as entertainment.
People love mashing things up with horror, which I love too. Like as someone who's not a huge horror guy, I love stuff that mashes up with horror. That's some of my favorite stuff.
Yeah, horror comedy is something that we talk about a lot because like the best way to, you know, break tension in a horror movie is just make them laugh for a second and then bring it back.
That's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's like the entire casino. That's what part of why Buffy the Vampire Slayer is one of my favorite things in existence.
Yeah, horror is a great way to be able to pull intrigue because it's something that raises the stakes in a way that gets you invested. You're like, oh God, I want this character to live. Like I want this creepy shit to stop. What is it? You know?
Yeah, horror helps with battle shonen is that you do feel like in a more horror centric series, characters you like could die. That happens in horror all the time. So if this is also horror, characters you love might die.
Yeah. It's like we're all so familiar with the genre that it adds stakes, even if they don't have to say something explicitly.
Like when things are genuinely terrifying, it's like they can kill people that you like.
Yeah, which for the record, I don't think this show dips too.
Why the fuck would that happen? I don't know.
体には磁力が流れているよ。でもまあ、重力のコントロールは一朝一夕じゃいかないから、これを使いな。
Yaoi paddle.
磁力のこもった武器さ。これなら呪いにも効く。
Very different.
A yaoi paddle is also a cursed
Yaoi
object. Yaoi knife. If I stab you, you gay.
I don't think, like, at least from a general audience perspective, that this show dips like too hard into horror, but it introduces some like kind of spooky elements. Like the creature designs are like
Gege Akutami is really good at like really good monster designs that just no, that shouldn't exist.
The tongue with teeth, and the fact that like a lot of the blending of animation styles and how there's like kind of some more like computer generated or computer assisted elements to some of the creatures as opposed to
there's some mixed media thrown in.
Yeah.
And which is always good for horror stuff. It makes mixed media just creates otherworldly.
that uncanny sort of vibe about it.
Mob Psycho used that very effectively as well.
Yeah, that's another thing that I think is really beneficial for Jujutsu Kaisen is like all of the amazing animators at MAPPA. We haven't even gotten to some of like the really sick fight scenes that they were able to animate yet, but and the way that the animation just sort of flows is something that even to my stupid eyes, who is not very good at judging animation, I'm just like, oh wow, like I'm fucking blown away by this stuff.
Yeah, I have some of my quibbles for stuff in like around season 2 where I'm like, but if we do this series that long, if people watch this and like this, we can get to it when we get to it. But like, yeah, overall, like it's always very technically impressive, and usually it also looks great. And hopefully, MAPPA's worked out a way to do that more like sustainably than they have in the past.
Yeah, but the guys haven't had a vacation in years. It feels like.
最後に沙織ちゃんに会いたかったな。
あれ
One sec. Yes. Oh my god. Wait, I have a hostage. I don't care. Here's the gay knife.
You had a hostage.
Speed rule, shoot the hostage.
You think I won't? You think I care?
But like they're taking longer between seasons, which is good. It means they can focus on quality without they don't sacrifice quality, but they can maybe have a better work-life balance.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all with like an animated series where you take your time. I've felt forever that One Piece should have been on a season system,
and now they're doing it, and the show's fucking great now.
Way better for it. Like
it's so good now.
Has the industry gotten better at like letting anime people take a break from doing art?
Not really, as far as I could tell.
Damn.
Like studios are getting better at managing the situation.
I know they outsource things more often now, so maybe like spreading out the load helps. But
yeah, but they also pay the people that they outsource to not a lot. I say as someone who's mutuals with some of those people. But like it is a thing where like corporations will absolutely take advantage of artists really wanting to make what they're making. But that said, like It's great when you watch a show though and feel that people are really enjoying what they're making. Like the little details, like the dogs,
eating the little cursed energy bits. The dog just kind of blurred out in the foreground, just like
It's so cute.
Adding that to the foreground of a shot is something you only do when you care.
Yeah, it really adds so much like depth to it. Like
watching the good boys eat the curses.
Yeah.
And the fact that you don't feel like there's a fall off from episode 1 to episode 2 is also a good sign. And I'll say the show only looks better going forward.
Oh yeah, no, it's great.
The cut from the episode 2 happens, and then it's like rewind back, and it's like, and that's why we're gonna execute you.
Yeah, it cuts you right back to the beginning of the first episode.
That was so funny because I'd also forgotten. I forgot we got that first scene.
仮に器だとしても呪術規定にのっとれば虎杖は死刑対象です。でも死なせたくありません。
市場
です。なんとかしてください。
Please do something about my personal feelings. I don't like having them.
生徒の頼みだ。任せなさい。ってなわけで改めて君
And here we are.
Oh my god.
We're back.
Very good cut.
That's so funny. Wow. I love that.
I think it's also worth noting, like, not every anime, even ones that are comedy focused, actually would make us laugh.
Yeah.
And the fact that this one does is I think, notable.
If an anime is trying to make me laugh, then I usually don't laugh.
Yeah, whereas like the Teen Titans, like, now I'm chibi, woo!
yeah, it feels a little forced.
I mean, it's the art of juxtaposition, really. And I mean, granted, humor is incredibly subjective. Everybody knows that. Said it a billion times, even just on this channel. But that like juxtaposition of going between like the serious stuff to like the, hey, now we're just normal kids, and it just feels very human and relatable, and that's the most important part.
Yeah,
it's what gets you invested in these characters and in the scenario and in the world.
It's like more dry, naturalistic comedy most of the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do get goofy, but it's when the characters are feeling goofy.
Like you go from Nobara being like this very like kind of like stone cold like bitchy sort of character to just instantly being like, oh my god, tourist stuff, yay, let's like, and like,
I'm in Tokyo.
Yeah, I'm in Tokyo. Yeah, let's go shopping. I want to get sushi, and like just it's that stripping away of that, like icy demeanor mask and seeing like the person that she really is on the inside. It's like that's very human, and I love that.
There's also I think it's fun that I can't really tell what's more of a mask, is her going like rah, like doing the Yankee thing, or the like
light turned off. Camera appears to be going out every 30 seconds now. But yeah, it's that moment with the characters that just kind of like gives you that sense of the world, like you understand them, you can see like the different aspects of them. And we've still only like just been introduced to them. We're less than 90 minutes into like the series, basically.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes.
Well, the next time we do this, which there will be at least one more of these.
At least as long as this camera doesn't keep.
This camera, we're gonna have to switch to a different camera.
Motherfucker. Do you like Jujutsu Kaisen?
I do, but I can't be happy about it right now. I'm mad about the camera.
But thank you all so much for popping in and seeing Jesse watch a thing.
All this cursed energy because
so
I'm mad at the technology.
Yeah,
it's appropriate actually.
We're making cursed energy.
It's appropriate that I'm mad.
So feel free to curse that subscribe button and join channel memberships, etc.
That's the end of the video. It'll end on darkness. Fuck.
The panda. What's up with the fucking panda?
You'll find out. Don't worry about it.